everybody, this is Bogus Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Neca Ultimate Universal Monsters Frankenstein's monster figure. So before we take a look at the monster, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, you get this standard head sculpt, and it's the head sculpt I like the best. It looks really nice, which we'll take a closer look at this here in a few. He comes with the open-mouthed head sculpt, and I think this is supposed to be the angry Frankenstein head sculpt, but it kind of looks like he's smiling. And then he comes with the slightly open mouth. And again, it still kind of looks like he's kind of smiling, so I like to leave him just with the regular head sculpt on. But it is sculpted really nicely. You can see the teeth are painted really nicely, and the tongue. He comes with 2 sets of alternate hands. He comes with a set of relaxed hands. Up next, he comes with flower-holding hands and flowers, and the flowers are sculpted really nicely. And the left hand can actually grip the flowers, whichever flower, either the 2 or the 1. He can actually grip them in his left hand, but on the right, they're just resting down in his hand. As you can see, the grip is really wide, so you can put it down in there, but it won't stay if you move it around. But if you keep them just like that, it'll stay perfectly. So yeah, I really like that they included this as an accessory. And finally, he comes with his shackles, and these look pretty good. The chain is actually plastic. I thought it was actually metal, but nope, it's just a plastic chain. Would have been cool if it would have been metal, but other than that, these look pretty cool. So now let's take a closer look at the head sculpt I had on him originally. So this looks so good. It's a really good likeness of Boris Karloff as Frankenstein. I think this head sculpt looks really nice. My only complaint is I do feel like the cheeks should have been bowed in right here. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Boris Karloff would take his dentures out when filming Frankenstein, and that's how his jaws look kind of sunken in. So yeah, other than that, I think this head sculpt looks really nice. You can see the staple there in the top of the head, the hair is sculpted really nicely, and they used the printing tech to give him some varying shades on his skin, and it looks so good. You can see the bags underneath his eyes, that cut right there on his head, which is done in gloss color, so it looks like it's blood. Just the variation in the skin tone looks so good. It's supposed to look like decaying skin, and I think it really worked. It looks really nice. But as you can see, all the color variation here doesn't carry over to the neck. The neck is just done in that off-green color. There you can see the bolts in his neck and the cuts on his neck, which if you take the head off, there's actually some sculpt detail underneath there, so I appreciate that. Even though it's mostly going to be covered, they actually sculpted and painted that on there on both sides. So that's really cool. But there you can see the blood around the bolts in his neck. He has some great texturing to his outfit. His shirt is just cast in black and it has a little bit of paint over top of it, mainly on the wrinkles. But that texturing is really nice. You can see some more paint variation right here. You can see where he's stitched together. They did his fingernails in a nice gray color, making them look dead. Over here you get some more nice detail of where his arm is put together. Looks really good. And then the pants, they have the same texturing as the shirt, and they have some paint variation over top of the wrinkles there, bringing that out nicely. And then there are his huge platform shoes. So now let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head and neck that when combined he can look all the way up. He can look all the way down. He can move his head side to side, and you get some really good tilting there. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. He has single-jointed elbows that can bend in just about all the way. He has swivel at the wrist that can move side to side and up and down. He has a ball-jointed diaphragm that can move back just about all the way. And he can crunch forward just about all the way. And he can move side to side. He also has a ball-jointed waist that can move back too and move side to side. So it moves side to side up here and side to side down here. He has ball-jointed hips that can do a complete split. He can kick forward slightly, and the hips do make an awful noise when you move them. They don't feel like they're going to break, they just squeak really, really bad. But this does use that updated articulation like I showed off with McCready. He can kick back just a little bit. He has a single-jointed knee that can bend in that far and move side to side. And he has swivel at the ankle that can move up and down very, very slightly. That is pretty hindered right there, and an ankle rocker. So now, let's do some size comparisons. Here he is next to the NECA Ultimate Jason Voorhees figure. Here he is next to Hulk, because Hulk was partly inspired by Frankenstein. And finally, there he is next to the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Werewolf by Night figure. And man, he makes Werewolf by Night look very, very small. So overall, I would highly recommend this. This is an awesome figure, and this is a great start to the Universal Monsters line. I was so thrilled when Neca announced this. This is a first-to-market at Walmart exclusive, so it's only exclusive to Walmart for a little bit, but then it will be available everywhere. So if you don't find this now, don't worry, you will get a chance later on. There's also a black and white version coming out too, so if you don't like the color, there's also that option as well. But yeah, this is a really strong start to the Universal Monsters line, and I can't wait to see some more figures. So I would highly recommend this figure. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.